Hi, I'm Jerry Crystal, and this is Apart for the Holidays, the web channel that's basically designed to bring connection and celebration to people, even though we are apart for the holidays. Um, Today, uh, story swap. So, when I was a kid, a little kid, um, kindergarten to third grade, lived in a suburb of Chicago called Aurora, and my dad had a pretty successful business as a TV repairman, which is something you could actually get paid for instead of people just buying a new TV. But in any case, we had a beautiful house and had wonderful times. And my third grade year was the best Christmas we ever had. There was friends and family everywhere. There was a bay window with a giant tree and presents stacked up from the floor to the ceiling. It was amazing. It was like so fantastic. It was just like, oh, this is the way Christmas has to be. Uh, um, Found out that wasn't really true. 10 months later, uh, my father, through a series of poor business and personal choices, ended up bankrupt. We lost our home. And instead of living in that nice big house, we were living in a southern Illinois in a closed service station, a filling station. And we had as a bedrooms the bay areas where the cars usually would go up and down and get worked on. And we put up some wires and blankets and cooked on the electric cook plate. And all of our possessions were in boxes all around us. Um, that Christmas, uh, the lack of friends and other family around was really very strong with us, as well as the lack of money. And so my sister and I tried to find the Christmas decorations, and we couldn't. No matter which boxes we looked in, there were nowhere to be found. And what we did find, though, was a mix master, an electric mixer, that was still in the box. So this was going to be our present for my mother. So this would at least we'd have at least a Christmas present for her. And then also, at that time, if you were sort of an ambitious kid who needed money, there were places that you could sell Christmas cards door to door as a fundraiser. And what the company would do is they would think of this big book and have all these cards in it, and they would have other people's names on them, so you couldn't use them yourself. But I realized that if I cut out these cards, I could make all sorts of little stand-up things. And so my sister and I spent an afternoon. We cut out all these cards. We made this beautiful little village of little houses and Santas and reindeers and mangers and angels and snowflakes and we had it all set on Christmas morning for Christmas Eve morning for for Christmas. Around noon, it started raining, and it kept on raining, and it kept on raining, and it got dark early in the afternoon, and shortly after dark, the water started seeping into the filling station, and soon we were flooded. Uh, Everything that we had was wet, and I remember falling asleep in the back of the car, my dad's old car, and my clothes were wet. Everything was soaked, and I had like a damp blanket around me. And I'm pretty sure I was crying when I went to sleep. Uh, the next morning, uh, I found myself dry and warm and in a comfortable bed with this beautiful white spread across the bed. And the sunshine was streaming in from a window. and I didn't know where I was. It was like a dream. And I walked over to the doorway and I opened the door, and there was someone's house, but there was a Christmas tree. And there was a TV set on with cartoons or something. It was amazing to me. We hadn't had TV the whole time we lived in the garage. And and there were a couple of little presents for me and my sister. Uh, in the middle of the night, someone we didn't know, someone I don't know to this day, uh, took us in. And even though we were about as far apart as we could have been from the Christmas from the year before and what we'd known, uh, we had that little Christmas there and had a little bit of food that someone else made and had a little bit of present that someone got for us. And I think that's one of the main things that motivates me with this idea of being apart for the holidays, is that even though we are apart, we can still be connected. Even though we are apart, we can still celebrate. And even though we are having to have different traditions now, we may learn something so much more from this. And I hope that any of the videos that happen here, that you would appreciate those and like them and subscribe to the channel. Also, I would be very interested in any comments. And also, if you have a story of a time when you were apart for the holidays. I think one of the best things that we can do is share our stories with other people. There's an old expression that misery loves company. It doesn't love company. It craves connection. Please help others, and peace unto all of you. Okay. Thank you.